Maybe you could answer the question most of America is asking outside the Democratic Party or Oprah Winfrey at the DNC. Who is Kamala Harris?
She's a fraud.
In what respect?
She is an image that's been carefully crafted. You can start with what she is. She has a certain paint job, but that doesn't make her what she claims. And we have somebody that has a fabricated reality. I was just mentioning it a minute or two ago. She talks about she was that child on the bus integrating the schools. And if this was in California, I don't get it, because at that point I was a school teacher in L.A., California, and we didn't have segregated schools. When she got in kindergarten, first, I was a playground director with the city school system. We didn't have segregated schools in the entirety of California. Both of my parents were school teachers. What they did is they shuffled the teachers around, but
right,
you went to school in your neighborhood. So I don't know where that study came in. So smoking dope in the dorm rooms, listening to Tupac. He was 11 years old when she was in the dorms, and when he cut his first single or release, he was 21, and she was a prosecutor in Alameda County, California. So
see, this is why we need different debates. Put Judge Joe up. Okay, obviously he wouldn't go up there. But we need somebody to do this type of stuff on stage for my grandmama to see.
Why you don't convict your damn grandmama, nigga?
I can't, brother. It's time for change. It's nothing I can do.
He gonna say that all the time. He gonna drag that one.
I know that messed me up, bro. I looked at her and I said, Grandma, you just told me you agreed with the policies and you didn't like LGBTQ in schools. And you just sit here and told me all the stuff that you should vote for Trump. Why you should vote for Trump. And it's time for change.
Just say, Grandma, but what if she don't change nothing?
A lot of
well, Grandma, what if she don't change that? She's in office right now, Grandma. You see Joe ain't running and she running it,
change
Grandma.
And they don't. But maybe
Joe said he's gonna cancel student loan. Grandma, he didn't do it.
Look, bro. You know, that's what I just think that it needs to be more people on the panel for the world to see, bro.
They do. They need to have. It needs to be even amount of,
because this needs to be exposed. Like just blatant lies. Trump's not gonna cover this. My grandma's never gonna find this out. No,
that's why they tapped in right now.
You know, hey, my grandma watches our videos.
Yeah.
I said, Grandma, you told me you agree with all of them. I said, do we be lying? She said, no, y'all be telling the complete truth.
Well, you know,
it's time for change.
But you gotta understand, she been told this whole time. She been told her whole life. She been told her whole life.
When LBJ said I'll have him vote Democrat for 100 years,
he was talking about my
grandma. all my grandmas will vote left.
And she was a prosecutor in Alameda County, California. So
that was a story.
Where do we go with somebody that will tell those things? Yes.
And that was a story she told to Charlamagne the God.
Foundation.
So when she goes to Howard, she graduates, becomes a lawyer, and becomes a DA.
Yeah,
what kind of DA was she?
She was run-of-the-mill. She got some advantages when it came to running. She had a boss that she clashed with in the end to run against him after she disappeared for a couple of years. Nobody quite knows when. So what happens between 1998 and 2004? What is she up to? How does she finance the run? Well, she's with Willie Brown, the mayor of San Francisco, who had been head of the Democratic Party caucus in Sacramento. And he got her a job when she was in her 20s, where she was supposed to nominally be working 15 hours a week, but actually it amounted to 1 or 2 appearances a month. And she was getting paid $72,000 a year for that. And then he ramped it up so she got more than $120,000, being on a medical advisory committee where most of the rest of the committee members were all 70 or above, because they'd had a lifetime in the field of medicine, which she did not. So she got $120,000 a year to finance what became a campaign for Attorney General in the San Francisco area.
A couple of things I want to bring up, too, in terms of her being tough on crime.
So Kamala was just, we all thinking the same thing
yeah.
out there?
She was playing politics.
All right, bro.
She was playing politics. You never said nothing about that.
Hey, that's what you're playing.
That's what he
was not getting that. You was not paying attention.
But you giving a woman $70,000
then
a year to come to work once or twice a month?
They're playing politics.
Who's in politics? That's what that was.
Yeah, Kamala.
All
Come
right,
on.
bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Now you
Yeah,
went too far with
Yes,
that. You do it maybe a couple times, okay, good. But keep on doing it. Sheesh.
No, that's literally what he was alluding to. And that's the guy that I said when I seen that story that I still haven't found again. That was on Twitter, on X, basically, of her with Willie. It was so many pictures of her just with Willie. And Willie's old, bro. And she just had a dress on. She was just hanging with Willie all the time, bro. You know? And that's what he alluding to.
Remember, he
That's
say
crazy.
something.
You know, hey, baby, we can put you on a good salary here.
A couple of things I want to bring up too, in terms of her being tough on crime, and like we're going to look at that West Bank thing should be looked into. I hear that, but when you talk about being tough on crime, she proposed a bill in 2005 that essentially would allow you to be arrested 3 times before you actually went to jail. The police chief at that time pushed back on it and says, I can't buy. Heather Fong served as police chief until 2009, says proposal is ridiculous. So when she says she was tough on crime, tough on the border, it doesn't seem in many respects her record reflects that. Is that the, what did you find, Judge?
That's like her being bused to school and her smoking dope in the dorm listening to Tupac. It's the fabrication. You put your finger up in there and see which way the wind's blowing, and that's what you try to do. Actually, her prosecutorial experience was an unmitigated disaster. I just interviewed a woman that was inappropriately caught up in that truancy thing for adults. A 9-year-old girl was caused to have a stroke, became paralyzed, and at 22 is still not fully recovered.
So, Judge, just tell everyone,
because
we're out of time. Just real quick, what everyone said, it was, for example, if you cut school, they were actually pressing charges on parents. That was her idea to stop truancy.
Except in this case, the woman wasn't involved in that. The child was suffering from acute complications from sickle cell disease hospital. But Kamala Harris sicked some press on the woman to wait outside her home while she was expecting assistance, and it turned out to be an arrest. And the girl was caused to have a stroke. You know, this kind of thing is bad, and that's not what a prosecutor is supposed to be, because the prosecutor is supposed to deliver justice, which includes every now and then standing up and saying, Your Honor, in the interest of justice, the state wishes to dismiss these charges. And she never did that because she always played it to the camera.
And Judge, I watched you could talk for hours on this, but just to summarize, the American people have gotten one interview with the vice president. We'll see one debate with the vice president. If she becomes president, says she hasn't forgotten her values. She hasn't changed. If she becomes president, what are her values? What kind of president will she be?
She's a fascist. You can see strength through joy. 90 years ago, last month, in Nazi Germany, they came up with a program, Strength Through Joy. And it was exactly the same as the one she's proposing. 90 years ago, same year, they came up with a bureau to suppress misinformation. Waltz and Harris have been pushing that. 90 years ago, 19...
Taj Jones.
Speaking of that, there's a clip of Bernie Sanders on TV saying that she is not abandoning her policy. She's just saying what she needs to say to get elected. You should watch that.
Bernie said that?
Yeah, pull it up.
Pull it up, Bernie. Pull it up.
He did. He grilled her ass so bad.
He did.
That's the thing, though. Trump can't grill her. He can, but he won't be able to grill her.
Yeah, he will.
He can't.
I don't think he will.
I think he can hit her like the Hillary.
At this point in the election,
on policies,
it would not be
he
a
will.
good. It would not be a good.
On policies,
He could have grilled Hillary. That was white on white crime.
Yeah.
This one be white on black crime. We know how that
he
goes.
used to be talking crazy about
The white liberals should be
Remember, he was
sad.
like, "You gonna be in jail."
The white liberals gonna be sad, and the black people gonna be sad. That's white on black crime, brother.
You can't do that.
You can't. That's why I say he can't do that.
Well,
This is a black
hold
guy.
on, y'all. We cannot look. Well, that's us looking at it like that. But
We
if
know,
somebody's
we know.
finna control our country, man, we should not care about how they feelings feel on the stage when our life is in stake.
It's
Well,
not about
you see,
thinking
that's how
her
we think
feelings.
about it. That's not how everybody thinks about it,
It's
bro.
not her feelings.
That's not
It's
how everybody
their
thinks about it. The white liberals are gonna spin that, and the little sheep black people that follow what Mr. White Liberal say are gonna fall in line with that narrative. Oh, you should feel this way because you're black. You're right. I should feel that way.
What if she hit the?
Don't tell me.
And
You
I'm
know-
finna have this black job.
You know us personally.
She might hit
You know
that.
us personally. You know us personally. We don't
Hey,
let
you might-
let
you
people
might-
tell us what to feel. We don't let people tell us what to feel on this channel. You know, we think for ourselves and feel for ourselves. But you know, other people they don't move under that same logic.
She
under
gonna
that
say,
same
"This is my
standard.
black job, Donald Trump."
Oh yeah, and the crowd gonna clap. Yes, you ate that, sister.
Trump
you
goes-
ate
he
that.
said, hey, Trump said, "Hey, America, I can't do this."
Hold
shit
on, hold
no
on,
more.
hold on.
I'm
I'm saying,
gone."
what's your plan to get jobs back to the black community on that note?
When you- Bro, that's the thing, though.
No. What are you gonna put?
Spicy collard greens and black dances.
What does that
I
have-
washed collard
But that's
greens
not
in the
gonna-
tub.
That's not gonna help the fact
I'm gonna
that he
help
said
them
black
niggas.
jobs. It's not gonna help that fact. What?
That's
Just
the
because he-
problem. But people, I'm telling you, people who are thinking objectively, the swing voters who are sitting there and they really like with a notepad and a pen, you know, okay, if they sit down and they listen to the debate,
The swing voters might be the key.
and they matter.
Yeah.
The people who vote for Trump are already going to vote for Trump. A lot of people who are going to vote for her are already going to vote for her.
That's true.
But them key swing voters, that's what we're going for here. So we cannot name call and get emotional because they will not like that.
It's
We need
sad.
Pennsylvania. We need Arizona.
It's sad.
You need
If
to
this-
speak to these people with logical facts on how you're going to make their life better. I don't give a damn about who this sexual history. I don't give a damn about her chameleon. I don't give a damn.
But that's what they're propping up. So that's the bad thing. If this was strictly all policies,
He's a
it
fella.
would be bad. It would be over.
That's why we got to make it as much about that as we can.
Facts.
That's what they got to
Well,
pass.
we'll see if MSNBC does that.
They will.
I think they hope. I hope so. They will.
We last time we was sleep on CNN on the last debate. We was like they gonna, and then they didn't. And then after we was like, what are they gonna say? And they grilled them.
I mean,
they
I don't
they
know.
had their moments.
No
Keep
way,
it
Joe.
100.
It doesn't matter how they form that question. Joe wasn't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, I know. That's why this will be interesting. This is our first game of the season for real.
Joe Brown just grilled her so bad.